turn now to another bizarre story, and that is Biden's obsession with electric vehicles. Earlier in the week, the administration proposed the toughest auto emissions regulations yet, all in an effort to boost electric vehicle sales. But according to reports, the new limits on emissions could require more than 2/3 of every car sold by 2032 to be fully electric. But this now poses a major problem because a new AP poll shows that only 4 out of 10 adults would even consider buying an electric vehicle for their next car. Now, one major factor respondents cited is cost. And by the way, take a look at your screen. It's easy to see why. According to newly released data from the Kelley Blue Book, well, the average cost of a new non-luxury car in March was just over $44,000. Okay, while a new electric vehicle on average is near $60,000, it's $59,000. That is almost a $15,000 difference, and that's far too big of a stretch for most families. So make no mistake, this is a tax, just like when they raise taxes on oil, gas, coal, and your pension plans and corporations that pass the cost on to you. This is another tax on the middle class and lower class in the country, and Joe promised never to do that. Now, when nearly 60% are already living paycheck to paycheck under Biden's economic and energy policies, it's a disaster. But the problems for Biden and electric vehicles don't stop there. Take a look at your screen. These are all the unique parts required to make an electric vehicle. Just the battery alone on an electric vehicle is typically composed of nickel, cobalt, aluminum, and manganese, all of which need to be mined and pillaged from Mother Earth. They use heavy equipment that use fossil fuels, which requires fossil fuels to do all this. And then guess what? You still have 90% of our electric grid when you plug it in, except you can only plug it in during certain hours, during certain times of the year in California after they make you buy the stupid car. It's all based on fossil fuels. So the push for electric cars also threatens national security. Experts warning now it will make us more dependent on China, giving them more leverage over this country. Now, gas-powered cars, they're just the latest thing that they want to ban. Remember, they want to ban your gas stoves. Don't dare take my gas stove. They want to ban your refrigerator. They want to ban your air conditioner. They want you to change your washing machine, your light bulbs, your guns. By the way, they want to take away my jewel over my dead body and anyone attempt to regain our energy independence. Anyway, all in the name, in Joe's words, the real threat to the U.S. climate change. Anyway, here with reaction, former Energy Secretary Rick Perry is with us. Governor, how are you?
Living the dream, my brother, living the dream.
Yeah, because you're out of government. That's why you're living the dream. And you're not driving an electric vehicle, I'm guessing. Most people can't afford this, Governor.
Yeah, and listen, in 2008, I told some folks, when you bail out the big motor companies, you're headed towards nationalizing the automobile industry. And you know, it's taken a lot of years. People may not put these all together, but let me tell you, Washington, D.C., telling you how to live your life, telling you what kind of car you ought to drive, whether you can use this type of light bulb, whether you can use a gas stove. There's got to be a point in time where people just stand up and say, as William Buckley said, stand athwart history and yell, no, we have had it with. And I think we're at that point. The idea that they're trying to force electric vehicles. And listen, if people want to buy electric vehicles, that's fine. We're going to build some of them in the state of Texas, which is great and good. But the fact is, it ought to be the consumer's decision, not forced upon them by government.
Listen, I have a buddy that has a Tesla. He swears by it. He loves it. He's happy. I've not driven it. Maybe one day I'll take it out for a spin and see if I like it. But that's not the point. It's about freedom and freedom of opportunity. When you were Energy Secretary, you brought this country, along with the president, back to energy independence the first time in 75 years. We were a net exporter of energy. Now Joe Biden has abandoned those policies. Now we're importing from the likes of Venezuela. And now we have Saudi Arabia aligned with China. And as soon as that alliance is made and aligned with Iran, and as soon as that alliance is made, they cut back by 1.3 million barrels of oil in terms of production a day. Do you think those orders came from China? Because I suspect they might have.
Well, we told the Europeans from 2017 through 2021 or through 2020 that if you don't allow for American natural gas to be laid in there. And if you have to depend upon the Russians, at some point in time, they will use energy as a weapon. And we're seeing that today. And my bet is that most of those Europeans wish they had listened to us, wish that Donald Trump was the president of the United States today, because they wouldn't be facing the horrendous effects of Russia, not only going into Ukraine, but also putting the world in jeopardy, because America, who was energy independent and supplying our allies across the world with substantial, economical, clean burning American natural gas. And that's an extraordinary story, and one that we could get back to. And you talked about the rare earth minerals. We've got plenty of rare earth minerals right here in the United States that we can mine, and mine environmentally safely. But this administration hates fossil fuels. They hate the mining industry. And I might add, it appears they hate the nuclear energy as well, because small modular reactors, if you want to have a transition, it's sometime in the future, and then it's not going to happen anytime soon. But if you want to transition when our fossil fuels do in fact deplete, it's going to be nuclear power in those small modular, zero emission, economical, walk away safe reactors. And this administration hates nuclear. I mean, help me find something that they do like other than telling you how to live your life.
Well, they like teaching CRT and transgender issues to kids. They like that. Governor, in all seriousness, we could be an energy-rich nation. We could be an energy-dominant nation. It would make America rich. It would create great high-paying career jobs. It would also be great for national security. It'd be great for our allies, and they're too stupid to follow it. Rick Perry, Governor, good to see you. Thank you.